welcome to Radiant Bee Flower. And today we have Debbie Delaney of Romany Botanicals.com. We are getting ready for this hellebore workshop and we're excited about it. And I would love to learn about your Imbolc elixir. Can you tell us about it, please?
I can, Lee. This was an elixir that I crafted 2 or 3 years ago. Crafted the recipe, and when I'm making my elixirs, I use flower essences from flowers that I've grown in my garden, and I create stone or crystal elixirs in a similar way that you would create a flower essence. It's a little different, but and then I combine everything, and I usually work with a pendulum. So when I think that the elixir is complete, I will use the pendulum over the top, over the surface, and ask if all the ingredients are in there that want to come. And if they're not, then I go back to my cupboard of mother essences and see what else wants to come in. But there are 4 flower essences: the wild rose, hellebore, lady's mantle, and English valerian. And also the stone elixirs of Nirvana and Herkimer diamond, both of those extremely powerful stones to work with when you're cleansing properties, dream work, journeying, that type of thing. And there are a few drops of spring water from the Chalice Well in Glastonbury, which potentizes the entire elixir. It's exquisite.
Can you tell us about why is it called Imbolc elixir?
Yes, Imbolc is a Celtic fire festival that happens between, it's a midway point between winter solstice and spring equinox. And it falls during the end of January, beginning of February. The Celts like to have their festivals last over 3 days. So this one's usually 31st of January, 1st of February, 2nd of February, around that time. It's not on a specific day. And that's the same with all the fire festivals. And Imbolc is a time, it's pronounced E-molc. There's a silent B in the word, but the word means either first milk or ewe's milk. So it's the time of year when the ewes are getting ready to lamb and they're producing milk. So it's still late winter, very, very early spring. Most countries, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, we're still pretty chilly, 2nd of February. So I created this elixir to work with over a period of a week or 2 over the time of Imbolc.
And you have Bridget and the White Goddess, and we're just all these things going on here. Can you tell us a little about those two goddesses?
Yeah. Bridget is spelled different ways depending on where you're from in Ireland and in Britain. And she is the goddess, the deity of this fire festival of Imbolc. And she was part of the Tuatha De Danann, who were pre-Celtic people in Ireland, and she became the bridge, as it were, between paganism and Christianity. And the Christians made her a saint, and she was the first nun. There is a flame, a torch, that is still kept lit in the name of Bridget, the eternal flame, and it's in a place in Ireland, still lit, still aflame. And Bridget is the patroness of wells, of natural springs. She's the patroness of arts, midwifery, healing, blacksmith, smithcraft, jewelry making, leather work, all of the crafts that women would have done at that time. And many customs, many people pray to Bridget as they would pray to Mary. She's the earth mother, the woman of the earth. very powerful deity, very, very strong goddess. And she, you can see paintings of her, pictures of her. She's depicted as a woman in a very long green dress, and she has red hair. And the Bridget cross is, I don't know much about this, Lee. I've never made a Bridget cross, but it's a cross made from, it's woven, and you would hang it in your house to as a protective symbol, protecting your home, protecting your family from illness, and protecting the doorway from the threshold, from anyone entering that may not be bringing all good things. And there's lots more to know about Bridget, but that's pretty much what I know about her.
I'm very excited to get my own elixir, and then also we have the Glastonbury waters there from the well. Can you tell us just a bit about that too, please?
The Chalice Well in Glastonbury is one of my just most favorite places in the world, and I've spent a lot of time there, sitting, meditating, talking to the birds, looking at the flowers. But there is a spring there, a natural spring, and when I go, I collect water from there in a bottle, and it's healing water. It has a very distinct mineral taste, lots of iron in it, and I have a couple of elixirs that I make that have a few drops of the Chalice Well spring water in them. Again, it's extra magic that can't be replaced by anything else.
Well, wonderful. We are going to feature that elixir with this workshop that Debbie is joining us on. I have the date, January 30th from 3 to 5, right on the cusp of Imbolc. And I am going to be, and I have brought these helleboards. They're just coming up out of the snow from the garden. And so we will be doing a meditation with the hellebore flower. So the workshop is just called Hellebore. And if you want to learn more about that, you can learn at radiantbee.com. Or thank you so much, Debbie. We look forward. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me about the workshop. We appreciate having you here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee, so much. Looking forward to it.
All righty.